And so we're starting, as you guys already are, with the roller lengthways and your body on it, tail to head. And then once you lay it down, if you need extra padding under your head, of course you would have grabbed it. You want to feel the skull supported here, the shoulder blades wrapping around, the hips nice and wide across there, and the waist floating up. So feet a little forward. You can always use the ball between your thighs or a yoga block. And then begin with the arms up. Stretch your legs to the floor and just rock slightly from side to side, draping your body around the curve of the roller. Doing this in order to open up your chest, stretching the pecs, and getting a little massage into the line of muscle on either side of your spine. Feels additionally good at the sacrum and the SI joints and also between the shoulder blades. And as you shift the weight on the roller, also notice how the weight shifts in your feet. And wake up the foundation of the body as well, even though we're just laying on the roller here. And then we'll come back to center. Steady yourself, and then the arms curve up to hug the air above you. Inhale as you lift the arms, and then exhale as you open the arms slowly out and down. It's important to bring the arms up a little slowly so that you feel that you're working against gravity, and then also that you descend slowly too, so you're not just letting the arms drop and fall into gravity here on the way down. So you come up, you want to feel some effort on the lift, and then also some effort on the descent. As you come up with the arms, the shoulder blades will widen, but still feel they're heavy and falling towards the ground. And then as you pull the arms open, let the blades knit together around the roller as the chest widens, the collarbones spread wide. And we lift again as you inhale. Exhale and release. The body should be steady on the roller here, equal weight in your feet. And of course, if you are holding a ball or a block between your legs, you can squeeze, and that will help you find the medial line and find a little more stability and connection to your deep abdominals. Now we'll lift the arms up and then straighten the arms to the ceiling. Just exhale, let the blades fall, the collarbones broaden. Inhale, lift the arms up, the shoulders come up. You get a stretch in the back of the neck, the back of the shoulders. And exhale as the arms release down, the collarbones widen. Feel the blades hug the roller. Inhale on the rise, and exhale on the release towards the ground. Arms are apart, like the width of the armpits. You're not closing out the chest as you do the shoulder shrug. So you reach up high, try to touch the ceiling with the fingertips, and exhale. Melt the blades down on the roller towards the ground, towards the earth. And then we'll slow up here. And exhale, and release it down. Last time to shoulder up, and then exhale, ease out of it. We inhale and turn the palms forward, and exhale to lengthen the arms down at your side. Go long to the fingertips, ease the shoulders away from the ears. And on the inhale, the arms lift in unison and parallel. Exhale, take the arms back by your ears, stretching out your lats. Feeling the stretch in your waistline, bring the arms forward, and exhale, glide the arms forward and down. As the arms lift here, the shoulder blades get heavy, releasing to the floor. And then as the arms reach back behind you, the blades slide towards your waist, towards your hips, to keep the neck long. If your shoulders are really tight today, you might want to take the arms a little wide as you bring them back behind you. The arms glide up to the ceiling, and exhale, and reach back behind you. And then bring the arms forward, and exhale all the way down to your side. Hi everyone, welcome to class. And you know, one yoga mat might not be enough for someone rolling, so you may want to get a second one or pick a mat. Just to be more comfortable in the class that way. And then let's continue this one more time. Up with the arms and yawn the body open here to the ceiling. Bring the arms forward. Exhale all the way forward and down. Next from here, we'll take the hands to the shoulders, right to right, left to left. And we scoop the elbows in, circling the elbows up, out wide, around and down. As you circle the elbows at your side, they work in mirror imagery here. Gaze up to the ceiling, soft gaze, eyes falling deep into the sockets. Be sure that this feels good in your shoulders. You can go slower, slower. Restricting the movement so the body starts to warm up is sometimes helpful. If you have a real issue with any sharp pains, obviously stop and flag me down, I'll come help you. You can modify for sure. And then let's reverse the circles. Going wide, forward, and around. Do this again. You reverse the direction. You're actually moving the scapula underneath your body on top of the roller here. Feet are steady, equally inside and outside. Spread your feet into the floor. And then we'll complete the circle and then extend the arms forward, reach the wall. And now inhale to lift the arms up to the ceiling and back by your ears. Exhale to circle wide around and forward. Spread the palm open, spread the fingers wide. At the end, turn the palms down. Then we lift the arms up and press them behind you. Keep the ribs grounded. You circle around and forward. So as the arms go up and back, there's no additional arch in the spine. You just keep the natural lift of your waist off the roller. To use the abs a little bit to prevent the back from going into extension. We'll do one more here. Yawn the body open and circle wide like we're drawing snow angels in the snow. And then let's reverse. So palms up to circle wide and then reach back. Exhale, dive the arms forward here. Press the air to the ground. And we reach back, opening the chest so you can fully expand the lungs with a deep breath in. And exhale, use the arms to think of pushing the air out of your lungs. So you open and expand, reach behind you. Exhale and dive the arms forward again. One more in this direction. Exhale completely. And then from here, we're sliding off of the roller. It's a good idea sometimes to just push it aside, lay on the back, and feel the difference from where you started. Hopefully you still feel like the back is wide and it's a little more open and released to the floor here. All right, we're coming up to sitting and then taking the roller behind under our shoulder blades. And then you can come back. So the roller would be sort of right at the tip of the blades here. You can curl the tail up, the belly sinking into the spinal curve. Support your head with your hands, overlap or intertwine fingertips. Then we're going to arch back, so look up towards the ceiling and behind you. Let the elbows fall open and down, so you're going to open the chest. Now the head should be comfortably supported by your hands, so there's no need to feel nervous in the neck. Tip the chin to the chest, pull the head up, the neck forward, pull the elbows in and down towards your navel. Look down at your belly with your eyes, and then we're taking it back into spinal extension. So you can go back, let the head fall into your hands, elbows wide in here to open the chest. You feel a stretch maybe from your jaw to your tailbone. And then exhale, work that line of muscle, jaw to tail to jaw, to pull the head up, get the support from the arms, and then pull the elbows in. If you're finding it's too much arch in your back, you would take the roller higher up on your body towards your shoulders. If it's not enough of an arch, take the roll a little bit lower towards the waist, but still on your rib cage. We exhale to come up into flexion, bending the spine forward, looking down your nose up your abdominal wall. And inhale deeply to go back into extension. Let your thumbs support the bony structure at the base of the skull, your occiput there. And then the fingers can go wide across the back of the skull for a nice support here of your head and shoulders. Everybody feel good? Yeah. So one more, opening up the chest. And then exhale, working the abdominal line to go forward as you work through your breath. Nice. Now we're going to still support your head Push into your feet, lift your hips up, and then we're going to push and pull right along the length of the rib cage. So go into the top of the shoulders, push off your feet, go to the base of the ribs, but no lower. And you can add extension here. So these go forward, drop your head, boost your butt up, lift your hips, and then as you push off your legs, you come forward into flexion and let your waist sink down like it's hammocked here into the spine. And now when the knees go forward, the head drops back. You're in extension here, the head lower than the hips, and then push off your feet, flex the spine here, let the waist drop and the tail curl up. So we'll do that one more time. Just trying to release any knots in your shoulders and your upper back, and get some mobility into your neck, the cervical spine. Also needs movement in a safe and supportive way. All right, so from here, maybe readjust the feet. Usually they have to come in a little bit after you push the pull up. So we're going to rotate to the right and then go up and down on the outer edge of the right shoulder blade. This is the edge of your lat. It might be a little tender. So we're going to do it a few times. I promise the result is worth it. And then we'll go to the left, twist here, get some work into your oblique abdominals, push and pull. If it's too much for you, you can have the hips down and just rotate from one side to the other. And then come back to center and use your hands to your legs. You can pull the knees in, front, forward, and up. And now we're taking the roller and placing it under your knees to lay down then onto our back and then roll across under the glutes, under the sacrum. So from here, you can roll back. Try to have a soft landing for the head, that's recommended. Lift the hips up and bring the roller across that big triangular bone, the sacrum here. Now you hold the roller to keep it in position. It's going to want to roll forward, don't let it. Pull one knee into your chest and the other. And now with the legs together, knees bent and tabletop, we're bringing the knees over to one side as you turn your head to look away. So the opposite shoulder blade stays grounded. Get as much twist in your waist as you can. Exhale, come back to center with the knees and the nose. And now the knees fall to one side. In my case, I'm going to the left and I'm turning my head to the right with the right shoulder blade heading on the floor. Exhale. You can press into the roller as you come back to center, nose and knees, and then over to the other side. So here we get to massage across the sacrum and the SI joints, into the glutes. And we're also working here to feel the work in the oblique abdominals. Now you'll get more out of it if you think less about the knees lifting and more about here, the pelvic half pulling up to the ceiling to roll the pelvis across the mat and tip it in the other direction. So when the knees are over to the right, you're going to think of picking up the right pelvic half and pulling it to the ceiling and then over to the left to bring your knees to the left. And see if you can feel how that's different from just wagging your knees across the sky. And now you can push down into the roller, pick up the left hip to bring the knees from the left to the right. Then exhale, just come back to center and we lift the feet up to the ceiling for a scissor split. The right leg comes back towards the shoulder, the left leg reaches forward and out. And then we inhale to switch the legs. And exhale, switch again. When the leg goes high, hopefully you're going to feel a stretch in the back of the leg, in the hamstring, the upper thigh. And as you go forward and down with the leg, maybe feel a little stretch opening across the top of your hip. If you've been sitting at a desk for too long, you'll definitely feel the muscles are happy to get this release of the stretch. Just don't force it, but gradually, if hamstrings are super tight, when the leg comes up, it's okay to have the knee a little bent. That way you'll feel the stretch in the middle of the muscle and not so much a strain at the back of the knee. We're going to lift again, and then bring both legs up to the ceiling, externally rotate the legs, and then pull the legs apart sideways. And exhale, pull from the top of the inner thighs to pull the legs together. And again, think of reaching from the upper thighs closer to center to engage more through the core. Will feel different from moving from your feet, from your toes. Try it both ways and see that where you put your attention changes what you feel in your body and where you work. Now, we're going to leave the left leg up and take the right leg out to the side while holding the left leg vertical. You have to feel some work in the left obliques to hold the pelvis steady. Exhale, drag that right leg up, tap the heels together, and now the right leg is vertical, the left leg is sideways. In the external rotation, push the right foot down to the lower surface, and then exhale, drag the left leg up. So alternating the legs, trying to keep the pelvis balanced here on the roller without tipping or rocking it from one side to the other. That way you work your core against the weight and movement of your leg. We do this a lot in Pilates. You're trying to use your limbs to strengthen and challenge your core, your center. We'll do one more set of these. First, slowly open on the inhale and exhale, drag the leg up. Not too fast. Again, you want to feel the work and not just use momentum. And now the left to the side. And then exhale to pull it up to the sky. Good. Now, bend the knees low, lifting down. At this point, you probably want to lift your hips and change the angle of the roller underneath you. You can rotate it. You might need to pull it up a little bit if it slipped forward. And then from here, we'll pull the right knee into your chest first. Extend the leg up to the ceiling, and then reach the leg forward and down. Tap the heel to the ground. Straight leg if you can, bend knee if you need it, so it's not too much arch in the back. Flex the foot, exhale, and lift the leg up. Point the foot to reach it forward and down. Take your time, full breath down to tap the heel. Exhale, flex the foot, reach up through the heel, and lift the leg. Do that once more. Point to lengthen it forward and down. Flex to bring it on up. From here, point the foot, bend the knee, replace the foot parallel to the other one, and then pull your left knee into your chest, extend the leg up. So point to reach it forward and down, and is centered, gaze on the sky. Flex the foot, exhale, and drag the leg up. Point the foot to stretch it away. You don't want to overpoint. It's a soft point, mainly reaching out to the center of the balls of the feet, the third metatarsal, flex and lift. The weight of the leg falls deep into the socket, and then you stretch it out longer. Let your toes stroke the ceiling, go down the wall, the heel lands. You flex the foot, and then you lift, pull it on up. Bend that knee, lower the foot. Good. And then we're going to inhale to pull the right knee up, exhale to bring the left one to meet it. Bicycle. Right leg goes up to the ceiling, legs in parallel, the right leg goes forward. As it lowers to the ground, you extend the left one up. This is like riding a recumbent bike. Hopefully you'd still be looking where you were going. Try to let your toes go down and slide across the mat in. We're looking for some hip opening, release here. And of course, when the leg goes back, feel the stretch in the back of the leg. Try to feel lengthening your hamstrings increasing. All right, we're going to reverse when you're ready. So back pedal. And then the toe comes down, skates across the mat, lifts up. The legs still are tracking right out of the hip socket. Watch that the outer leg doesn't pull the leg out on a diagonal. Keep those inner thigh lines engaged. One more breath. And we'll lift both legs up. Good. Pull them back a little bit. See if you feel that stretch in the back line of your legs again. Point the feet, bend the knees, and the feet lower down. All right, one more stretch here. Everyone comfortable still? So we're stretching the right leg forward. Bend the knee if you need to, if you're feeling tight across your hip bone. Crest. And then we'll take the right arm back, laying the back of the hand on the ground. If you're tighter in the chest, the arm goes out on the slight diagonal away from your head. And you can always just focus on the leg extension. You're getting the shoulder extension at this point. Please bend the knee if you need to feel comfortable. If you're super tight, another option is you pull the left knee into your chest And that would take some of the stretch out across the top of the right hip. But breathe into this. Inhale to lengthen and reach long across the room. And exhale to let the back of the body sink towards the ground. Now we'll slide the foot back, and the knee, bring the arm back to the roller. And here we go. We're going to stretch the left leg forward. The two sides can feel quite different. And then you can bring the left arm up and back if that's your choice, or just leave the hand on the roller if you prefer. Again, the knee could be a little bit bent to take some of the pull away from across the top of the hip and the quad. But take it to a place where the stretch feels great for your body. Remember, you always have the option of pulling that right knee into your chest if you're not used to opening this hip. Breathing nice and deep and slow. Deep inhale. Fill the lungs to capacity, and exhale, slowly let the air escape. Let's go for one more breath here. Good. And then you bring the arm back, slide the foot back, stand on your feet, push down with your feet, lift the hips, and slide the roller out from underneath you to the side. All right. So from here, the both into your chest, like them tight. With one hand on each knee, we're circling the knees out, around, and in. Just straighten the legs on the hip socket. And then let's reverse the direction, then go forward, out to the side, around and back in. And a couple more. Legs together, you can lower the feet to the mat. And now we're coming up to sitting. So let's stretch the left leg forward down the mat, pull the right knee into your chest, hands behind the right leg. Lift the left leg up, and then lift your head, neck, and chest. Rock forward to come up to sitting at the front of your mat. Okay, we're beginning to roll back into your upright curl for hundreds. So having the knees bent, heels grounded, chest can be lifted, past the back of your thighs, chest wide, and look at the horizon. Elbows come forward a little bit. Now look down, curl the tail up, and be rocked behind your sits bones. Start to roll over your glutes towards your sacrum. We're taking it down to the tip of the scapula, shoulder blades. You're coming down over the pelvic girdle to the waist, to the ribs, to the rib cage, to the tip of the blades. Then pull your knees into your chest. Extend the arms forward, start pumping the arms. You stay lifted into this upright curl. If you're not used to it, you can take one hand behind your head and alternate the arms, or you can take a ball under your shoulders or even under your neck. Now, if this isn't enough for you in the low abs, you would extend the legs up, and then you can bring them a little bit forward so you don't increase load into the abdominal wall. The arms lengthen here, you're reaching them across the room and letting the fingers up and down. Keep the head high and keep the gaze low. You look down your nose at the midline of your body at your navel. You'll feel a stretch in the back of your neck. And we're trying to get the work into the abdominal wall here. So think about the line from your jaw to your tailbone, pulling you tight, and especially the abdominal wall working from your navel to your tail. Just go for one more breath here. Exhale completely, fold your knees in. You can lay your head down, lower your feet, open your arms out to the side, and we're letting your knees rock to the right as you turn your head to the left. Exhale, come back to center with the knees and the gaze, and then the knees go to the left as you turn the knees to the right. Never force the rotation in any part of your spine, just explore it. And as you continue to do it, you'll find more mobility, greater range of motion. So knees to the right, look left. Exhale back to center, and then knees to the left and look right. Come back to center. We're rolling up again. So here, now pull the left knee into your chest, hands behind the thigh. Extend the right leg up on a diagonal. Lift your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, run forward. Come up to sit within your core in a balanced way on that lift to sitting. All right. So from here, if you're not used to doing the roll up, you take the TheraBand around your feet. And we're going to roll back first with this. unless you know that you don't use it. So anyway, so these can be bent or the legs can be straight. Sit upright here, nice and tall. Look down, pull the tail up, and start to roll the spine back. You're going to curve your spine into the mat 1 inch at a time. Work here very slowly. Go all the way down, the head reaches back. And you might want to straighten your legs at that point if they're not straight, or still keep the bend. Lift the head, shins, chest. Pull the elbows forward and wide if you're using the strap, and then dive over your legs. If your hamstrings are tight, bend the knees a little bit as you dive forward. Go back on the band as you pull forward with the head and the chest. And then stack your spine from the bottom to the top. You can repeat that, or if you want to go band free, the arms would extend forward, and you reach forward with the fingers with the heels as you take your time, pressing the spine into the mat. Each vertebra goes down one after the next. The arms can lift, the shoulders drop, you reach the arms behind you. Lift the arms up, start to lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Exhale to pick the ribcage up, dive over and forward. Let the shoulders melt behind you and around towards the front of the chest. The head reaches out between the fingertips. Feel that stretch in your back, the stretch in your hamstrings, and we're rolling back again. These look good, good choices. Curve your way down slowly. It's more important to get every vertebra down and turn, not big chunks of the body, but really articulating the spine than it is to go band free, right? So we use the tools, the assists, to help us understand the movement as we build strength and flexibility into our bodies. And then we're coming back again. We're going to end up, when you finish this one, laying on your back onto the ground. And then you are going to keep the band for single leg circles. Now here, the band is going onto the right foot only. So you can pull the right knee into your chest, place the band around the foot in the arch, and lift the band up to the ceiling. Anchor your elbows down by your waist, so the shoulders move away from the ears, and lift the leg up high enough to feel the stretch in the back of the leg. Now we point the foot, we're drawing circles with the leg here, keeping the pelvis grounded. So as you bring the right leg over to the left, the right hip is heavy. You stretch the leg forward and low, go out to the side, rotating externally. And then at the top of the movement, you feel the stretch in the hamstring, you've ended the exhale. So every circle is a breath. You start with a short inhale, a quarter of the distance of the circle, exhale all the way around, take your time, come up to the top, and the exhale, you want to feel the connection to the lower abdominals. Inhale, reach, and then exhale, keep pushing both legs forward, one along the ground, one out into the strap. We're doing 2 more. As the leg goes across, feel the stretch in the outer hip and thigh. Go low, pull it out to the side, maybe get a stretch in the inner thigh muscles here. And at the top, feel the hamstring stretch. And again, reach. Remembering the torso should be grounded, stable if you're welded to the mat and the leg escapes. Now let's reverse. Exhale, rotate, bring the right leg to the right. The left side of the body is heavy. Press with the left elbow into the floor. Circle the leg all the way around and up to the ceiling. And reach again. You can pivot from the elbow so you can keep the wrists as straight as possible. That'll ease tension into the carpal tunnel at the wrist. Keep circling here, riding your breath. Really focus. You want the shortest inhale possible and the longest exhale. So at the top of the movement, you are out of air. You're ready to breathe in completely. And when you do that, you're going to feel the abdominal wall really knit together. It gives you an inner corseting feeling because you're engaging the transverse abdominis for that forced exhalation. Let's do one more circle. Holding the pelvis grounded on the opposite side from the foot. Come up to the top and now hold the band only in your right hand. The elbow is grounded. You take the right leg out and you hold the left side steady. You might want your hand on your left hip bone to be sure that stays down, or you can extend the arm out along the floor with the palm up and look at that left hand. Rock the leg a little bit towards your shoulder and away. A gentle stretch here to the inner thigh and some mobility in the hip. Exhale, pull the leg up, When it's vertical, switch hands, so that the left hand holds both ends of the strap. You extend the right arm out and look at the hand out. As you cross the right leg over the body, you can peel the spine off the ground, hip, waist, lower ribs, keep the shoulder blade down, reach the leg long to the far wall, and then rotate the leg internally. So that the end of the toes point down because you've rotated the thigh bone and femur on the socket. Then pull the leg a little closer to your left shoulder to get the stretch you're looking for, bend the knee as necessary. Now exhale, we come down from the left shoulder to the waist, to the right hip to lift the leg high. Give it a little tug, increase the stretch of the back of the leg, and then fold the knee into your chest, band comes off, hug the knee in tight to your body, to your chest wall. And then we'll release the right leg, slide it forward next to the left one, shake out both legs, and take a moment to notice what you just did, right? You can feel the extra length in the right leg. It's probably rotated more externally, feeling like relaxed and happy here. And there's more of a connection, more of the flesh of the back of the leg is touching the ground compared to the left one. The left side feels a little puffed up and the right leg has sunk in into like a little ditch, a little quicksand here. It's amazing, right? It's like it's a different body. And it is. So here we go. We're pulling the left knee into your chest. First, hug it in tight. Grab your band and then taking the center of the band around the ball of the foot and the arch. You'll lift the leg up to the ceiling. Anchor the elbows down and pull them closer to your hip bones. Feel that stretch. Now the foot on the floor is flexed and the foot in the air can be in a soft point. And now we begin the circle, anchoring the torso to the ground like it's bolted into the floor. You reach the left leg across the right, go low. Exhale, rotate out to the side, drag it around and lift it high to the ceiling here. And then we circle again. Push the leg forward into the band, pull back with the arms. You want to feel the support of the band, helping you support the weight of the leg. Notice where you're getting the stretch and really kind of lean into that. But you'll get a bigger stretch if you're stable in the hips. Keep that pelvis grounded like the whole pelvic growth is filled with wet sand or concrete even. Reach around and then up to the ceiling. We pause here at the top to reverse. So open on the inhale, reach the leg out. It's a long exhale going low across the body, drag the leg up to the ceiling and reach here again. Keep pressing the leg forward into the strap, come up to the sky and do that again. Drawing a larger circle with every repetition. The muscles are stretching, the joints are opening, creating more space within every single joint. And now here at the top, let's pause. Take both ends of the band in your left hand, rotate the leg, and then open it out to the left while holding the right hip down. Rock the leg a little bit here. Shoulder blades still heavy into the back, shoulders relaxed. And now pull the leg up to the ceiling. Switch hands, right hand holds the strap now. And you can extend your left arm as you pull the left leg across the body. Reach it for the wall, pull it towards your shoulder and rotate internally to increase the stretch across the hip and into the glute, even all the way into the sacrum and SI joints. Exhale, pull the hip down, lift the leg up. Reach the foot high. And then you can fold the knee into your chest, embrace it in. And we'll take the bend off. And then slide the leg forward, leg reaches out next to the other one. Hopefully they both now are the same length and both feel very relaxed. All right, so from here, let's pull the right leg in. We're rolling forward and up again. We're rolling like a ball. So hands behind the leg. Pull yourself up, roll forward, have a seat. That noise is so strange, right? It sounds like the building's about to take off. Yeah. If it levitates, let me know. So here we go. So we're sitting near the front third of the mat. You want enough padding under your back. Be sure you feel comfortable. So if you only have one pad, evaluate after you do the first one, right? So elbows wide, pull them forward so you can pull the shoulder blades forward and draw the ribs back, round your back over the inside of the ball like you are a ball. Now we lift the tail to roll back only to the shoulder blades. Foot stays off the ground, you exhale, come forward to balance. And we try to keep the feet off the ground, so you have to figure out like how much effort is needed to roll here. As you inhale, inflate your spine like inflating a tire or on it, and then exhale right back up. And with this exercise, we're using the right and left side equally, so you roll right down the midline of your mat, and you come up the midline to where you started. This is sort of self-correcting because if you just focus on staying centered here, the left and right side of the body will start to work equally in balance. One more. The hips split up in the air, keep that off the ground, come back. And now we move into the ab series. So we start with the right hand at the right ankle on the shin, left hand on the right shin below the knee. So pick up the leg, push the shin up into the hand, push the other leg away, and then slowly roll back to your upright curl with the elbows wide and the knee pulled in tight to your chest. Inhale, we switch the legs. Outside hand to the ankle, so left hand to left ankle. When you switch, it's the right hand to the right ankle. If you need to rest your head, if this is new for you, it's been a while, go ahead and do it when you need it, but then take the leg up higher. You pull the knee tight, you stretch it out long. Okay, we're going to put both knees into the chest, hands to your thighs, rock forward and up. Let's give you a chance to reset your neck as you build strength into your core here. Now we're rolling back again for the double leg stretch. We're adding more load away from center with each of these exercises. So sit up tall, find your best posture, look down, curl the tail up, and then roll the spine down. You can rock the legs in, bring your shins in, hands to your shins, one hand on each. Now inhale, arms and legs extend to the ceiling, arms apart, legs together. Circle wide with the arms as you embrace the knees into your body, or so looking down at your navel. So you stretch it open, you pull it on in. Reach long, pull it together. Two more. Embrace it in. And one more time. Rest your head down. Rock your head side to side. Little release in your neck. All right. Hold one thigh in, other leg up. Lift your head. Work forward and up. And now we're rolling back for scissors. So this one, both legs are going to be up, hands high on the right ankle, once you get into your upper curl. So you can go back. Pull your legs in, take your right leg higher, left leg forward. Use the hand to help you lift your chest a little higher. Inhale, switch the legs. And exhale, switch again. So you get a nice little stretch at the back of the leg as you lift it. And then the other leg shoots out long across the room. Elbows will go wide, or you can pull your head up higher and keep that bend at the chest wall. We'll end with the left leg up. Bring the right leg up to meet it and support your head with your hands. Pull the head up, pull the elbows down and in. Double leg, lower lift, which is going to push the legs slightly forward, pull the increased load, keep the pelvis level. You're not arching the back and then drag the legs up. So do it again. The heel of your hand gives you a stretch in the back of your neck. You're trying to keep the neck vertical. Elbows can pull in a little bit and maybe down. The legs stretch out. You exhale and you pull them up. One more time like this. Okay, rest your head. Pull the knees in. Pull them tight. Now just bring your feet down, opening the knees. Opening the feet to the width of your mat. Arms open wide. You're going to let both knees fall to the right. Look left. This will give you external rotation of one hip, internal rotation of the other. Swing your knees to the other side and move away. We'll do another set of these. Rolling across the glutes, rolling across the sacrum. Rolling the skull across the back. in the opposite direction. Come back to center, and we'll do a variation on the last of the ab series. So we can come up again, chin to chest, roll forward, and let's use your TheraBand for some oblique twists here. So the knees will be bent, heels are down, toes are up, and place the band around the balls of your feet and the arches from the chin. You check up on the band a little bit, sit up tall here, and then you'll rotate to your right. I'm going to go to the right too, and look back at your right elbow. So then tuck and go back. We're coming down to the right of the spine, and the spine is centered on the midline of the mat. Just go to your shoulder blade and lift, pull up. Keep the rotation to the end, and then unlike the top. Now twist your left. Pull the left elbow back and lift it a little bit so you don't end up landing on it as you go down. Work your way down to the shoulder blade tip or a little higher. If you have any doubts about coming up again, and then you pull your body up here, come all the way up, that's good, and then center, look straight ahead. Twist to the right, work your way down. Keep that rotation. And then as you look, come up and try to rotate more as you bend your spine. Coming all the way up here, and then to the left. Your way down and come up again. Option to take the band to the side and just bring the arms forward, rotate to the right, elbows back to the side and wide, down on the right side of your body. Exhale, lift your head, dig the heels in, pull yourself up, and bring your hands to your legs if you want to. You can also go back to using the band and then to the left. Take it on down. Lift the head, bend through your spine. Woo. Dig your heels in and then lift up. And let's do that one more time. That. Lift up, pull up. Center, and then to the left. Up, and then center, adjust. Next, we're going into spine stretch. If you know your hamstrings are tight, you want to elevate your hips. So you can sit on the yoga block or two. Other option is just to extend the legs. And you can always bend your knees a little bit here as well. But you try to sit perched on your sits bones, so there's an inverse curve at the waistline here. The arms go forward, parallel to the ground. When the collarbones of the weights fall behind you, look down, chin towards your chest, bring the back of the skull forward and out to with your neck first, and then your upper back, your mid back, and your low back. You dive over an invisible beach ball here and curve the spine around it. And then think of that ball rolling on the front of the body. To lift you, you're stepping the spine from the bottom to the top, gaze to the horizon, and then look down. Go forward with the back of the skull, out over and down in a beautiful curve, your body acting like a wave, coming out of the ocean, but onto the beach. And then almost feel like the undertow pulls your hips back, your waist back, your ribs back, your shoulders back, so you bring your gaze to the horizon. And we'll do this one more time. Look down, exhale all the way over, breathe out completely, and you suck your belly back into your spine. Stretching open any part of the spine that feels tight, that needs more curve, that needs more stretch. And then press down with your heels and sit bones and stack your spine up and sending your back the whole wall. Okay, we're coming to the front of the mat. You can come off of your blocks. Open leg balance. So you hold on right above your ankles and then rock back on your sacrum to lift your feet off the mat. Inhale, extend the right leg up to the ceiling, shoulders down. Exhale, pull the leg back, connect your heels together. A little connection to your inner thighs. And now the left leg lifts. The shoulder drops. And exhale, pull back. It's really good. Right leg up. Jen, it was so lovely to have you in class. Come back. And then come back again here. And then let's make this good. Switch it up, shoulder down, and bring it back. Now both legs, we go up simultaneously. It's a narrow V. Keep the shins just the width of your shoulders. Exhale, come back. And we'll do that again once more. Inhale, lift. Exhale to lower. Now we'll roll. So we take the legs up, into your abs. Now the hands go a little wider and closer towards your knee. Wrap them around your calf. Lift your tail, roll back to your shoulder blades. Exhale, come forward to balance. And we do it again. Bring your head and neck off of the ground. Round your spine as much as you can. So you're not slapping any part of your spine into the mat. You're trying to massage out the back line of your body. Come to the top, bend your knees, lower your feet. We're going to skip a bunch of stuff and go into some of the side kick series. So let's go ahead and lay down onto your side. If you haven't been here in a while, you might want to turn your mat so you can see me. Your choice though. Okay, and you can prop the head up, legs forward about 30 degrees from the line of your spine, and your front hand presses into the mat. So you firm up the upper abdominals. Pick up your top leg, both feet are flexed, the top leg hip height only. That's good. Now inhale, swing the leg forward, reach out to the heel and pulse 1, 2. Point the foot and push the leg back and pulse 1 and 2. So the torso is stable. You stay grounded here on your side. So your right elbow sort of pulls in slightly towards your armpit to firm up that lower line, the side seam of your body. Reach the leg back, open the hip by using your glute. Come back to center, lower the leg, pick it up and rotate externally. We point the foot and lift the leg high, flex the foot and bring it down low. Point, drag the legs apart, exhale and squeeze them together. Do it again, point to rise and flex to lower. Now reversing the foot, flex it up, point and reach long and down. Flex to lift it here and point to press it away. Go one more time, let's lift it, point, stretch it down, développé. So we bend the knee up to the ceiling, we slide the foot in, bring the knee to the shoulder, the foot to the ceiling, flex and the straight leg down, heel to heel. So point and glide it in, bring the knee to the shoulder, extend the leg, flex and down. One more time. Coming up and reaching long. Now reverse. Keep the flexed foot lift. Point the foot, bend the knee. Slide the foot down, reach the leg long, both legs stretch. You flex to go high. Point, remember, you have to bend the knee in towards your shoulder, your cheekbone, and then you slide the leg out. Flex to lift, point, bend it in, and stretch it out long. Now here, Raja is a circle. So you're bringing the leg forward, rotate externally, up, back, and around through center. Reach it forward here. Circle the leg, hold the body steady against the movement of your leg. It's really helpful to use that hand in front of you. Eventually in the advanced mat, you don't use that, both hands are to your head. Now we reverse, take the leg back, open, circle forward and around. Do that again here. Pick up the leg and circle it around through center one more time. Good. Now here, figure 4. So the foot goes in front, the hand goes between the legs, and you can push the knee away from you with sort of your forearm. Now the bottom leg comes up and then exhale, lowers down. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. Inhale up, exhale down. Now lift, hold it up, reach out, and we circle around to 1 and 2 and 3. Come to the top, reverse around to 1 and 2. Now 3, lift it, reach out, and lower it down. Okay, top leg extends. Extend the arm out, lay your head on your arm. Good, prop it up if you need a little bit, and the leg swings back maybe 10 degrees from your spine. Pick up your top leg, and the bottom leg goes up and then down. Bottom leg lifts and then lowers. Bottom leg up and then down. Lift the bottom leg, holds it, now the top leg rises and sinks. Top leg up and then down. Top leg lifts and then lowers. Now the bottom leg pushes the top one up and brings it to the floor. Lift it here, bring it down. You feel a lot of obliques with this, and that's good. Really use your front hand to the floor to help stabilize your body here in space. Lift the legs, little walks. And then big giant gliding, swinging legs, stride here, run here through the air. Keep that bottom leg off the ground. Come center, lift both legs, lower them down, and we're onto our stomachs now for grasshopper. You can overlap your hands, rest your forehead on your hands, and just start with the lazy turn out. We're just going to begin, press the pelvis into the floor and lift the right leg up, and exhale, bring it down. Now lift the left leg up. Hip bone presses the mat, and bring it down. Right leg goes up. We're trying to get some extension in the hip and some strength in your glutes. Left leg up here and lower. One more set of these. And down. Left leg rises. Exhale, lower. Legs together, lift them both and clap the legs apart and together. Clapping the heels gently, not slamming. One more breath. And then you lower the legs, hands to your side, push up and push back into a child's pose. If that's hard for your knees, you can lay on your back and pull your knees into your chest. Let the head fall, traction the neck. The arms reach forward. Just breathe into your back. Then we'll stack the spine from the tail all the way up. Okay, other side. Doing great. You guys look good at this. Okay. So we're reaching out, the legs stacked, feet flexed. Bring your top leg hip height. Inhale, and you slide the leg forward, parallel to the ground, pulse 1, 2, point the foot, keep it parallel to the floor, pulse back 1 and 2. Flex and double beat forward, pulse, pulse, point and double pulse back, reach and reach. Again, forward here, bottom leg stays pressing, that helps stabilize your body on the mat. Now let's do one more set here. Come back to center, lower the leg, externally rotate, point up high, flex and down long. Pull the space open and then squeeze it shut. One more like this. Now we reverse the foot. So flex foot, leg in rotation, point, keep it in external rotation as you close. Flex to lift, point, stretch it away. One more time. Inhale all the way up and exhale all the way down. Développé, bend the knees, slide it in. Knee to shoulder, lift the foot, flex and press out and down. Pull it in, extend it up, flex and lengthen. One more like that. All the way down, tap, reverse, go up. Point the foot, bend the knee, skate it forward, reach it long, flex and lift, point, bend. All the way forward and down, let's do one more. Up, point, bend, reach it long, and now big circles, rond de jambe. Come forward, up, around, back and through center. Body stays stable. Again, use the leg to help challenge the stability of your body here on its side. Complete the circle, let's reverse. Take it back, open the hip, bring it forward and around. Head pulls long here. Try to really reach from your halo to your tail in opposite directions. Complete the circle, and now figure 4. And then the bottom leg lifts, the bottom leg lowers. Bottom leg up, bottom leg down. Lift it here, bring it to the ground. Lift it up, hold it up, reach out and circle around to 1 and 2 and 3. Come to the top and lengthen, reach and reverse your circle around to 1 and 2. Now 3, lift it high, lower it down. Feel lower the head down. And then bring the legs a little closer to vertical under your body. Pick up your top leg hip height. Bring the bottom leg up to meet it, the bottom leg lowers. Bottom leg lifts, sinks down. Bottom leg up and lowers down. Lift again and lower. Lift and hold, top leg up and down. Top leg lifts and closes. Once more, up and down. Bottom leg pushes it high, brings it to the floor. The bottom leg doing the work to lower and lift the leg. It's like the elevator for the freight. Take it up, leave it up, little walks. big giant swinging legs, slide them back and forth. Come back to center, lift the legs, lower them down. Okay, so we are going to come upright for some side bends. So sit back in a child's pose first. Let your head hang, stretch out your back knee into your back. And then come upright. All right. Yeah, you may want to turn to face if you haven't done that already. Or you're fine there. So we're taking the legs in what's called like a Z sit. Like so. You could also have the legs more stacked to one side. But like this is a little more stable, like you see. So we're going to take the arm up and side bend towards the shin. It's at your side. It's the other direction. There, look at this way. So you want to come towards that leg, the heels in towards your butt. And then come upright, arms extend. Take the arch of the floor, slide out onto your elbow, let the head fall sideways, and you side bend, stretch your curve here. Press to the arm, pull up, arms out, head high, and then tip your ear to your shoulder, side bend over. Pull it upright, arms out, and take it over again. Lift to come up. Come upright. We're going to do it one more time and stay there. Then lift the arm up to the ceiling, look at your hand, bring it around and under the armpit, pull it back, and then reach it behind you, look back towards your fingertips. And you thread the needle, sweeping the arm under you, and then pull it open and back, open your chest again. One more time, around and under, take it up and back. Lift the arm, bring it over your ear, move into your side bend, stretch again. You should have opened up considerably. And then you lift to come up and side bend away. Coming upright, we're swinging the legs to the other side. Because that's only fair, right? All right, so first we're going towards the shin with the heel towards your butt. Side bend over, anchoring down to the opposite hip. Lift to come up, bring your hand to the mat, slide along it to your elbow, arch the sideline. Let the head fall to open up your rib cage. Pull yourself up and then side bend over. This should really help our breathing for the rest of the day. Opening up these intercostal muscles between the ribs really allows the lungs to fully expand and bring more oxygen into all of our body. Brain included, right? And then let's take it over. This looks gorgeous. Let's do it again, one more time. And then last time, coming over first in your side bend. Lift the arm up, look back, and then circle it through it underneath. Take it back and open the chest. Circle around and in. Do that one more time. Feel the blades close together behind you as the arms go back. And then the blades stretch the space between them as you bring the arm under. Come back, arm up, overhead, and then press to come up. And one more side bend here. And all the way upright. We're good for today. Thank you so much for being here. This is so fun.